What's up? I've never in my life made a video quite like this, and I'm kind of excited just to sit down and talk to my fellow NBA fans. You guys should be aware, I posted like a community poll thing on my YouTube channel for you guys to vote for what kind of content you guys want to see on the channel, and surprisingly a lot of people said they wanted me to just sit down and talk about NBA basketball, and so that's what I'm here to do. It's currently 12:15 at night, the day Rui Hachimura got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's talk about it. As we all know, Rui Hachimura is now a Los Angeles Laker. Kendrick Nunn is on his way out from LA to Washington, along with 3 second-round picks from whatever teams, who really cares at the end of the day. Now, I think the biggest thing to break down is the fact that Rui is still how old? 24 right now, as I see on my screen. He's 24 years old. He was a lottery pick. I think it's still too early to give up on him. I know they weren't really sure about the rookie extension and offering that to Rui. I think they're hoping they can re-sign Kyle Kuzma maybe, and I'm not quite sure that's the move, to be honest. And plus, we already know he's like destined for Los Angeles, right? I think we all kind of know he's either going to like Miami, Los Angeles, some big market. That's really what he wants. He doesn't want to be in Washington anymore. He's not going to re-sign, and maybe they're hoping they can pull somebody else there to side next to Bradley Beal, but Bradley's already making the most money in like NBA history. What are you going to put next to him cheap enough to allow you to fill out the rest of your roster, right? I don't know. Strange move, in my opinion, if I'm Washington, especially. He's a young dude. I mean, he came into the league a little bit late, 21 years old. I mean, he still has a ton of promise. I mean, he's averaging what? Let's see. 13 points on about 11 field goal attempts per game, shooting about 49%. It's not terrible. It's pretty solid. I think, last night, 2 nights ago, he went for 30. The potential's there. So if you're Los Angeles or a Los Angeles Laker fan, this is huge for you. This is a very good pickup for you guys. I mean, losing out on 3 second-round picks for a team that already doesn't have a ton of picks. I mean, it's not the greatest for Los Angeles Laker fans and the organization in general, but I think picking up a young piece like Rui, being able to extend him, and now you have hopefully some sort of young promise to this team that they haven't had in a very long time. I mean, they have Max Christie and fellow Spartan Dog, but like, you're not building a team around Max Christie. You're not building a team around Rui, by the way. Let me just clarify that. It's a nice young piece to at least have next to LeBron and AD, who are aging stars. Obviously, LeBron is an aging star, but AD is aging, especially with his injuries. Anyways, when AD comes back, I'm expecting this team to be better, hopefully. I'm really hoping that Rui can step in and make a big difference on this team, on the offensive and defensive end especially. I'm really hoping that his usage goes up, especially with him probably starting out there. He can start a game this year in Washington, so we're hoping he gets some starts out there. I saw a graphic, I think it was ESPN posted, and it was like potential Lakers lineup: Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Rui, Anthony Davis, and Thomas Bryant. And I was just like, why are we forcing Russell Westbrook in the starting lineup again after we know he's been a good 6th man? I mean, if anything, you start LeBron at the 1, right? Like, if worse comes to worse, you're going to LeBron at the point guard, Troy Brown Jr. at the 2, Rui at the 3, AD at the 4, Thomas Bryant at the 5, something along those lines. I don't think you want Russell Westbrook starting. Especially, you didn't add shooting. It's not like Rui is some like amazing shooter. Like I said earlier, I mean, he's averaging 34% from 3 on 3 attempts. Hopefully that goes up and he can maybe start hitting 1.5, 2 per game, maybe even more than that, and shoot it at a 35% clip. That's not bad, and that's probably better than most of that team that they have right now. Either way, like I said, I think this is a very, very, very solid pickup for Los Angeles. I'm happy for them. I think this is a step in the right direction, especially from an organizational standpoint. Like I said, bringing in one of these younger players who can hopefully be a part of this organization for a little bit longer. I think that's a huge step in the right direction. Like I said, for Los Angeles, you got 3 seconds in return pretty much Kendrick Nunn hasn't done anything all season. He's barely played. Like, he's the third or fourth guard in the rotation, whatever it is. He has not been good, and he hasn't been good for a long time in the league in general. I'm not quite sure what the game plan is in Washington. If I'm a Wizard fan, I'm probably not the happiest. If you're a Wizard fan watching this, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're a Laker fan or any fan in general, let me know what you guys are thinking about this. But specifically for Washington, I'm not quite sure what their fans are thinking after this move, especially knowing Kuzma is probably gone and Rui is going to have to step into that position that he already played once before. Another thing that it's just been on my mind, and I feel like I need to say it, I've had so many thoughts and emotions about this topic, is the fact that I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, and it sucks. It's terrible. It blows. It is not a fun time. If you guys are on Twitter, if you happen to stumble on the Pistons Twitter side of things, and you know Pistons thoughts, shout out to him. He has a lot of obviously great tweets, great thoughts. One of the small amount of people on Pistons Twitter I agree with probably 80% of the time. He tweeted that this season has been the hardest season for him to watch of all time, of his lifetime. And I've been saying that all season. This season has been impossible for me to watch. Last season we were terrible, god awful. I mean, we had a time where we were starting it was like Derek Walton Jr., Micah Potter, Hamidou Diallo, Sadiq Bey, like just an awful lineup. And I had so much fun watching those teams. I mean, Sadiq hit a game winner at the time. Like Kelly Olynyk's hitting game winners. Like, that team was not good, and they were fun to watch. Luka Garza was on the squad. Luka minutes were great. The second best Luka in the league. You can't ask for much more than a team that will go out there and at least try. And the Pistons are not doing that. Tonight, or I guess last night, if you're watching this on the 24th of January, we lost 150 to 130. And if you put up 130 points and you still lose by 20 in regulation, what are you doing out there? I understand it's Giannis and the Bucks and we're the worst team in the league, but like, you can do something, right? Throw a double team. I mean, I guess it seems like the Bucks are always just strapping against us. Same with the Knicks, man. The Knicks are just always killing us. But the Bucks, man, they always seem to run it on us. Giannis had 20 in the first quarter. We have 49 points in like the first quarter. 49 points in the first quarter. 49 is like a halftime score for a team, right? 50 is like a halftime score in that area. 49 in the first is awful. One of the things I really want to stress, though, is Dwayne Casey is terrible. He is awful. Our guys have zero motivation to go out there and play defense. They have no motivation to go out there and play in general. They all know we're tanking for Wembanyama. They're well aware of it, but Casey doesn't help this at all. With that being said, Casey is the right man for the job because he's so bad. We're losing games. We're tanking for Wembanyama, but we're establishing such terrible habits in these young players. I mean, our roster is one of the youngest in the league, and we're establishing this mindset of no defense. We're not playing a lick of defense ever. I mean, we're giving up 120 almost every night. We got to be one of the worst teams in the league at defense, giving up the most points in the league. It's embarrassing, and it's tough to watch, especially as a Pistons fan who just wants to see us do good, and it doesn't even feel like our players are improving very much. I mean, Duren has a great night. He put up 28 and something tonight or something like that. Ivy had 11 assists, a season high, but it all seems like it's just empty stats at this point. Like, who else is going to do it? The rest of the team can go 1 for 11, and Bojan can go 5 for 6, and he looks amazing night in and night out. Him and Alec Burks look absolutely amazing, and then you have the rest of the team that does not want to play basketball ever again. Hamidou Diallo is the only one out there with a little bit of energy. I feel terrible that we just extended Bojan. He has to spend more time in Detroit. Like, I feel awful for him. I feel awful for Alec Burks. I feel awful for Nerlens Noel, who doesn't even want to be here. It's not even like he's hooping very much. He just doesn't even want to be here, and I don't blame him one bit. We suck. He doesn't play. Get him out of here. Sorry, I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't Piston fans, but it just had to come out of me. Like, I cannot stand watching these Pistons. This is the first time in a long time I just choose not to tune into games when I have the time and when I want to watch Pistons basketball. I can't anymore. I watched like 70 plus games last year. This year I don't even think I've watched 20 yet. I may be at 15. And I haven't watched a full game since the first 3-4 weeks of the season at that point, really. At the end of the day, most you can take away from this is the fact that it sucks to be a Pistons fan. It's sucked to be a Pistons fan since 2009, even probably 2008, realistically, when we traded away Chauncey Billups for Allen Iverson. We made the playoffs, the 8th seed, got swept by LeBron, and from there, we have been in a constant retool, rebuild for the last, I don't even know, since 2009, however many years that is from now. And the worst part about it is, though, you look back at those teams, the bad boy teams, the Chuck Daly coach teams that we really just prided ourselves on defense and hustle and hard work. And then you have the going to work Pistons, the 04 Pistons, the best defensive team of all time. They stopped Shaq and Kobe. They shut down a 3-peat, possibly a 4-peat. We pride ourselves in Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. We pride ourselves on the hustle, the grind. And this team doesn't have it. Last team barely had any of it, if they had any of it at all. It's embarrassing. It's not Detroit basketball, and it's not something I can support, even if we are a tanking team, and I know I need to be patient. I can be patient with a team that's going to put a little bit of effort in and night out and have these young players actually geared to play, but that's not it with this team. So the patience is ran out already, not running. It is already ran out. I cannot continue to support this brand of basketball that's going on in Detroit. I want to say, though, if you guys are watching this, it's kind of insane because this is the type of video I never would have even attempted to try. Hopefully you guys watch this and enjoy it. I mean, 800 people voted on my poll, like I said in the beginning of the video, and 60-70% of the people wanted to see this, if not more than that, something like this, hopefully. So if this is entertaining or something you like to see, then let me know. Leave a thumbs up, drop it in the comments. Let's have a discussion, drop some topics down below. If you want to go find the community poll, go check it out. You guys can vote still on that. I'll leave it up, obviously. Go comment your thoughts and ideas on other videos and topics and stuff like that. Check out some other stuff from around the league. Like I said, Duren did have 23-15, which I mean is a huge game for him as a rookie. But it's empty stats at that point if you're letting up 150 points, losing by 20 still. Ivy, like I said, had 11 assists, so shout out to him. Desmond Bane with 21 tonight. Trey Lyles for the Kings. The Kings are looking good. Man, I have not watched many Kings games this year, and I honestly should be upset with that because I checked, I think today, they were third in the West, and I'm pretty sure they still are. They got another win. Man, it is really nice. I guess they didn't get the win yet. They're still playing, but it's 119-96. It's over. Shout out to the Kings, man. Watching them just have this turnaround. They're looking good. It is fun. I am happy for Kings fans, man. You guys have a good thing going on right now. The Magic and Celtics. Magic got the dub tonight. Jonathan Isaac came back, though. I want to check out the box score of this one. Jonathan Isaac came back tonight. Played 10 minutes, 4 for 7, 2 for 3 from 3, 10 points, +7, ±, 3 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals. Obviously, he's on the defensive end. We all know he's a defensive monster when he is healthy. It is such a good story, heartwarming story to hear Jonathan Isaac come back and be able to play basketball in Orlando once again. So good for him. Happy to see that. That's really nice to see over there. Didn't watch much. I was able to tune into a little bit of snippets here and there, so it's good to see that he actually played quite a bit. Rockets picked up a win tonight. I saw that Jalen Green had a big night. I saw him at 31 at the end of the third quarter. He finished with 42 tonight. They're not showing any more stats for him, so I'm assuming he got like 42 and like an assist and a rebound or something like that. But 42 from Jalen Green, that's huge. 4 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. That's not bad. 42 points from Jalen Green is huge. I wish we could watch Cade Cunningham hoop. Lucky them. They got their guy going down there. The Bulls pick up a dub over the Hawks. Hawks are playing like, excuse my language, the Hawks are playing like not good basketball. Utah picks up another win over the Hornets, 25-5. Lowry Markkanen, 25 points, 11 boards. Good for him out there. Jeremy Sohan with a solid game. I mean, they got blown. They pulled a Pistons game. They lost to the Blazers, though, 147-127. I think I'd rather lose to the Milwaukee Bucks by 20 and give up 150 points than lose to the Trailblazers and give up 150 points. Dame with 37 and 12, good for him. Sohan, yeah, like I said, leading scorer, 18 and 6 for the Spurs. Yeah, no, like I said, giving up 147 and losing by 20 to the Trailblazers was much worse than giving up 150 and losing by 20 to the Bucks. Bucks are not defending champions, but previous champions, you know, they're expected to do this kind of stuff. So that is not a good look for them at all. Trailblazers are in a little bit of trouble. What do you do with Jeremy Grant? I mean, former Piston, I keep going back to the Pistons, but what do you do with Jeremy Grant if you're Portland fans? Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. I mean, what is your dream scenario with Jeremy Grant? Because obviously he's going to ask for way more than he is making currently, and I mean, he rightfully deserves it. He's been playing amazing the last 3 seasons. I mean, he's been great since he went to Detroit, and then now he's over here just hooping for you guys, your Trailblazers squad. Trying to check out his stats real quick. Yeah, JG averaging 21.6 on 4 boards, 2.5 assists, a steal game, a block a game. He's playing great, man. I mean, he's playing great, shooting about 50% from the field, which is solid, shooting 43% from 3, super efficient. He's playing worth way more than his contract. So what is the plan out there in Portland with Jeremy Grant? I mean, you want to bring him back, but then you also have to think you still have Simons, you still have these players that are just like, Simons is considered your second or third best player, Grant is your second or third best player. That doesn't compare to a lot of other teams. Even the Lakers, their second or third is always going to be Anthony Davis, and now Rui. You can go down the line. The second and third best players on that roster from other teams around the league are always probably going to be better than the Portland Trailblazers, obviously with the exception of the tanking teams, the Spurs, the Pistons, the Hornets, the Rockets, like those kind of teams. So I mean, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about Jeremy Grant there, what the plan should be for Portland. It's going to be really hard to move away from him, just because you're going to be missing out on so much from him. The efficiency is great. He plays winning basketball. The defense is there, man. He's going to be a tough move for Portland if they do not re-sign him and he ends up walking. With that being said, I don't think I watched enough around the league tonight to continue talking about anything I am not educated on. So if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. I hope this is something that is enjoyable for you guys to watch. It's kind of fun and relaxing here, so let me know if there's anything I can do to upgrade the video quality. If you guys want a little better background or something behind me, something to make it a little more chill. If even gets any views, who knows? Honestly, I'm scared to even upload this, just thinking like nobody's going to see this, nobody's going to want to watch this or hear what I have to say. If you guys do stick around to the end, please comment something about this Jock Landale basketball card that I have laying on my desk, just so I can know you guys did end up sticking around. That way I can pick out the real fans from the fake fans. If you guys enjoyed this video, I will try to keep more of these pumping if this is something you guys want to see. Obviously, show me that with the likes, the comments, the love, the views, all of that. I appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.